in the education environment nowadays. So how does Symbiosis Institute influence their students to remain integrated? It's quite a challenge to be online, like you said.
Absolutely, LMG. It's not just about university students. It's so much about school students, about
Yeah.
kindergarten students. I have two grandkids who are in kindergarten, and it really, it's so disheartening to see them all the while in front of the screen for about 2 to 3 hours every day. And I wonder how these young teachers teach these little kids. They have to be
Mm.
so innovative, and therefore I think education has seen a totally different change in the way of not just the delivery of education, but even the assessments, the evaluation. We are worried about the learning outcomes of students, but then be as it may, we have to do a little bit. So, last year what happened was that when in March, I guess, when the pandemic hit India badly and
Lockdown.
when the lockdown was announced, it was like a reactive approach where teachers just suddenly got into online teaching with the tools that they really knew at that point in time. But
Yeah.
fortunately, with the 2 months of lockdown, we had enough time to build capacity amongst our teachers, and therefore we did a lot to build capacity amongst our teachers so that they engage with students better, they use better technologies, better platforms, and ensure that the assessments and evaluations are done in the same way that they would have otherwise done in a conventional education system. And when we opened back, I think by mid June or July, open in the sense not open for students, but certainly open for faculty to
To
come back to
Yeah.
offices. By then they had really learned the art of online education. So this was all about building capacity, trying to again make them resilient, because online education is not easy for students, but it's very, very hard for teachers
For
as well. I mean,
Yes,
it's
yes,
not
yes.
just about a platform like this where you and I are talking, but how do I engage with Alamjit? How do I make my class innovative? How do I ensure that 60 people in the class are all engaged, are all attentive, and the content that I'm delivering is understood by each and every person? In a
Yeah.
class, when you see students in front of you, you can actually make out who's listening and who's not. But in a
Yeah.
virtual platform, that becomes so very difficult. So it was challenging, but I guess it's and this is going to stay for long. I mean, I hope the pandemic doesn't stay for long, but certainly moving on from online to blended education may certainly stay.
Yeah, that kind of looks the way forward now that everyone knows is picking up their skills also. So what is a sustainable model to enable students to receive benefits now for education?
Yes, so as
Yeah.
I said, there have been certain plus points also. I won't say everything was negative, especially in the
Yeah.
academic delivery. I would also say that internationalization, again, a topic that is close to my heart. Earlier what used to happen is internationalization was just linked to the mobility of students, in the sense if students could travel abroad for a semester or on an exchange program,
Yeah.
that would be called as internationalization. But that would happen to just a select few who could either afford to travel or who were funded by the university. So the bright ones were funded by the university. The not so bright decided to travel on their own because they had the money. And there were about, this population was barely 2%. And even the world average is just that 2% of the students all across the world are really mobile. But what happens to those 98% students who still remain on their university campuses, but should also experience internationalization? And
Yeah.
with this pandemic, this has changed because mobility is no longer there. You cannot travel across. And therefore, with this virtual, way of teaching and delivery, we can now get hold of so many professors all across the world who can come and deliver lectures. And like an Indian teacher delivers a lecture, there could be a teacher from Yale, from Stanford, from Harvard, from anywhere. And that's been the biggest change. This is what I see, because you have now access to teachers from all across the world, and that's the best part, I think, of this kind of learning for students and teaching for all of us as faculty.